It is a blessing as a pastor to meet in every parish someone who's a witness to God in some way. For me, in my last place, that was Frank. Frank was a very handsome young man. He was very athletic. He was very outgoing, and the girls liked him. And he had everything going for him. As a matter of fact, he was part of the Bradley University basketball team. Well, on the summer after his first year at Bradley, he was involved in a car accident, and some of the friends with him were killed, and he himself was paralyzed from the waist down. And so I was like, well, I was thinking that this would turn a person against God. Why me? I could see him trying to say, well, what else could I do? And have a poor outlook on life. But when I met him, which was in his late 50s, early 60s, he was just happy as can be. He just dealt with it and has said, still was coming to church every single holy day and Sunday. Never missed. Very regular. He never gave up on God. He never gave up with what he was given. He still gave praise and thanks to God for what he had and not for what he didn't have. And I think that's something that we could all do. I mean, as I was growing up, I had bad allergies. And so I knew that I would never earn my living by the sweat of my brow. And yet, so I could look upon that negatively because I had to stay indoors all the time. Or I could look at it positively, saying, thank God. I knew how important education would be to me actually earning a living when I'm an adult. Even recently, when I injured my knee, I could be all upset saying that I can no longer run. Or I can give thanks to God for what I can do, that I can at least walk. And I can still do everything I normally can except that. We celebrate today Divine Mercy Sunday. And Divine Mercy, oftentimes people think of just, oh, forgive me, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, please have mercy on me. And that is one aspect of divine mercy. But another aspect is mercy is what God gives us, all the graces we receive, whether it's our health, whether it's our well-being, whether it's family or friends, whether it's our faith, whatever it is, that everything we receive comes from God. And even our bodies, we give praise and thanks to God for that. No matter what our bodies are, no matter how good or bad they are, how old or young, the deficiencies we instead of looking and cursing God for the things we don't have, we give praise and thanks to God for what we do. Because indeed, it is a grace that we receive our bodies. In this gospel reading, Jesus appears to the 12 and shows them his hands and side and says, peace be with you. He shows that he is not a ghost. Resurrection doesn't mean that he's a ghost. Resurrection doesn't mean that he's just the same as he always was before. Resurrection means that he has a body. See, Tom, put your fingers in my nail marks and put your hand in my side. Don't believe that, see, I am not a ghost. Don't be unbelieving, but believe. And Thomas jumps from that to my Lord and my God, realizing what he cannot see. But for all of us, it is a witness to us that our bodies matter. That's why we have the corporal works of mercy. That's why we feed the hungry, clothe the naked. That's why we teach in this Catholic school. That's why we bury people at our cemetery. It is because we respect the body that is going to be ours for all eternity. This body of ours, this body of mine, for good or ill, whether I make it to heaven or go condemned to hell, will be mine for all eternity. And I can stop and give praise and thanks to God for what he has given me. That indeed is a mercy. And if I can recognize the mercy that God has given me in my own body, then I can recognize the mercy God has given in every one of you. That is the good mercy that he has given to us. So as we come before this heavenly table, let us give thanks and praise to God for the gift of our bodies, through which we are redeemed, through which we are saved, through which we will experience God for all eternity.